with your two fingers, you lift the two, and if he's still not breathing, you open his mouth and check if there are any objects inside. If there are any objects inside, you are allowed to remove it. So to remove, because so that he can start breathing. Yes. So you first tilt the head. Sometimes you might just do this and he starts breathing. If he's not breathing, there's something is blocking his throat. So you'll have to open and you have to remove the object which is inside the mouth. You're trying to save life. So there. So with your two fingers, you tilt the head back. That's okay. And go back and sit. So you see how you check the airways of a victim. So first you have checked airways. If he's choking, you remove the object which is in the throat so that he can start breathing. Then you check again, is this person bleeding? Come back again, sorry, come back again. So is he bleeding? How do you check? Bleeding is just physical, isn't it? You check if he's breathing. Is he bleeding? Maybe there's some blood. What do? You check. If he's breathing, is okay. You have to slowly shake him to check if is this guy responding. Then he might start saying ah or something. If he's responding, you know that he is breathing also. Isn't it? He's breathing. But you don't know if there's a broken bone. Why is he breathing? Maybe there's a cut, isn't it? So if there's any, if he's not breathing fast, if he's not breathing, loosen his belt. You can loosen the belt, anything which is tight. Even the wristwatch, you can loosen it, the belt, isn't it? As such, and you check if there's even things in the pocket. There might be a lot of things in the pocket. I'm not telling you to ransack him, but you can remove those objects, so that there's circulation. There's circulation. So let's say, for example, this victim had a cut here on the hand here. Had a cut here. So you need to take a cloth or something, even if it's your shirt, you can tear it, and then above the wound, you close it, because blood is flowing and going back to the heart. So we are avoiding blood coming from the heart and coming out. So above the cut, you have to tie it tightly, so that Let's say for example, there's a cut here. So above the cut, you tie it tightly so that there's no blood coming out excessively, and then try to bandage it. So, then you check also for broken bones. You check his legs. You check. If you see there's a reaction, maybe he's in stress, you can just look at the face. If he's stressing, you know there's something is broken there, or there's a serious injury there, isn't it? So you will not move him so much around. So if there's a broken bone, if you can see the bone, you just try. You have already gone for help, remember, but we don't want to do so much. We just want to save his life. But if there is bleeding, you try and recover the bleed to stop bleeding out. If there's a broken bone here, make sure you tie also here, above the wound. You always tie above the wound, so that blood doesn't continue flowing from the heart back and then it bleeds bleeds to death. Are we together? So there are no objects. He's breathing. He has a broken bone, and this guy, we need also to make sure the bone structure is okay. So because we are not physicians or we are not doctors, we have covered the wound nicely, so that even if he makes a small movement, he will not hurt himself further, isn't it? We are trying to promote recovery, isn't it? So keep staying there. So we have checked. He is breathing now. The breathing, we have controlled the breathing. His broken bone we have covered, isn't it? But we don't want to go excessively into aligning the bones. We might cause further injury because we're just giving the first help. We're just giving the first help. So after you have done everything like that, the guy is breathing. You have to put this person in a recovery position. It's very important to know about that. So we have what we call a recovery. In first aid, everyone who does first aid, even at home, even somebody who is asthmatic. I have a brother who is asthmatic, and sometimes at night I find he's not breathing very well. So what I do on the bed, I put him in a recovery position, and then he sleeps better. So because I've done some first aid. So what is a recovery position? Recovery position. We have to put